Making cocktails is a way for me to express my creativity. It's a way for me to express my personality. I like to compare it to cooking dinner for someone, except with liquids instead of solids. It's occurred to me the last couple of weeks that people don't know what to do with the alcohol they have laying around their house. So tonight, I'd like to ask you in joining me in making a sour cocktail. A sour is composed of three ingredients, which is your base spirit, some form of sour, either lemon or lime in our case, and sweetness to balance it out. I like to follow a 5-3-2 ratio. That means 5 cl of my base spirit. Almost any alcohol will work. If you're using juice as an alcohol-free version, almost any juice will work as well. We've got 3 cl of either lemon or lime juice and 2 cl of sweetness. So that's being simple syrup, agave syrup, honey, or your child's raspberry syrup that you like to fill up with water. So today we won't need a whole lot of fancy equipment. If you have a shaker, wonderful. Otherwise a jam jar will work just fine. Make sure you can screw the lid on tight. We'll need either a spoon or a strainer. A small spoon because we're going to taste our drink. A fine strainer in case you have one. If you don't worry about it, no big deal. And last but not least, something to measure. I use a jigger. Feel free to use measuring cups or a shot glass as long as you can keep our 5-3-2 ratio. Great, so let's get started. I'm gonna add 5 cl of tequila, Patron in my case, to my shaker. Like I said, almost any spirit will work for this, or juice. There we go. Next I'm gonna add 3 cl either lemon or lime juice. It's up to you. I like to use lime juice with tequila. I like to use lemon juice with whiskey, and if I'm using cranberry juice as a base, I can use either one. It's great. So I'm going to use some agave syrup today because I find it works really nicely with tequila, but also feel free, like I said, your raspberry syrup that you have from your kid works just fine. There we go. Perfect. All right, next you're going to take your spoon. You just want to give it a nice little swirl. Give it a taste to see if the proportions are right. 5-3-2 is more of a guideline. It doesn't have to be a must. You just want a good tasting end product. We're going to add some ice to our shaker now. As a general rule, drinks with juice are shaken drinks because you want to aerate it while simultaneously cooling it down. You want the end product to be like a nice silky texture. Okay, I'm going to pop the top on or screw the lid on if you're using a jar. And I'm going to shake it for 10 to 15 seconds. What a workout! Pop it off. So this is the part. I'm going to use a strainer. If you don't have one, feel free to use a spoon. It works as well. I already have some ice, fresh ice in my glass. I'm going to use a fine strainer because I like to clear out all of the extra ice shards that kind of broke off and some extra pulp. There we go. Oh yes! Perfect. So for those of you who want to get fancy with it, feel free to garnish your drink with a lemon or lime wedge. I'm fine with just the way it is. So cheers you guys. Thanks so much.